Hello honey bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, so we have a really exciting project that I want to share with you guys, and I want to teach you how to create these embellishments that I have in front of me. Now we're going to use old book pages, because if you haven't watched my previous videos, we are trying to get rid of all these old book pages that we all have that we don't know what to do with. Okay, so I'm trying to find solutions to get rid of all these book pages, but at the same time give you ideas so that you can do little crafting, little embellishments and tags and all these other little awesome things. Okay, so now what I have in front of me is some really adorable embellishments that I am obsessed making. Okay, so these are little tiny embellishments that I created using magazine images. I have a few of my scrubbies that leaves me messages saying that they're very limited with their crafting supplies, because where they live at, either they don't have a Michael's, or they might be too far from going to a Michael's store or a crafting store. They may just started scrapbooking, and maybe your supplies are not really maybe you don't have a lot of supplies. So I kind of am aiming towards like the beginners, where you need some embellishments but you don't have. Well, I'm going to show you how to create your own embellishments, and you're going to love this video. Now, that's not to say that this video is not for people who have experience in scrapbooking, because this video is for everybody, with experience, without experience. It's for everyone. Okay, so now I made these over the last 2 days, and I've obsessed over them. So I had to do a video showing you guys, because I think that you're going to love it. This is my favorite so far because obviously of the glitter. I'm going to show you how to create this one because I love this one. I'm going to also show you how to create something like this, which is very simple, so easy to create. I love these embellishments. These are absolutely fabulous to use in your junk journal, in your scrapbooking layouts. You can use them in your planner. You can use them as gift tags. You can use them as pen pal mailing. I mean, you can use these for everything. That's why I love to create these, because they're so easy to use them in any project. Now this cow right here is so adorable, but again, this is only made from leftover paper, and we are going to be creating these. It's so easy to create. You are going to love it, and you're going to be obsessed making these. I will show you these in the end of the video. I don't want to talk too much because this video is going to probably be at least half an hour long, if not maybe a little bit longer. And I don't want to talk too much in the video. I just want to show you how to do this. Okay, so what you need is, the first thing that you're going to need is a magazine that has images. Now, technically, normally I would never destroy a magazine like this. I love reading and going through these magazines. I actually collect these magazines. I love the images in here. They're absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous. Not to mention that it is so helpful to get some inspiration and ideas. But I have 2 of these magazines. I purchased one, and my mom also purchased one for me, not knowing that I already had one. So because of that reason, I'm going to use this as an example on finding images in here, so that you can get yourself an idea. But in a normal situation, I would never ever destroy something like this. So make sure that if you have magazines at home, that you're okay to destroy and you're okay to damage, because if you're not okay by doing it, then I wouldn't suggest you to do it. That's what you're gonna need. Let me put this on the side, okay, because this is what we need this little area over here. So I'm gonna put these on the side right here next to me, just so that I can remember. I'm gonna put this one here, and this one here, and maybe I'm just trying to get samples so I can show you. Okay, and this one there. So once you decide on what image you're going to use for your magazine, I'm sorry, for your, not magazine, for your embellishments, I suggest to use small images. Now let me show you really quickly. It is so easy to create these embellishments by using these magazine images. Now, what I look for, and I'm gonna just give you a little bit of an idea of what I look for. What I look for when I'm looking for embellishments is something small, an image that is very attractive, and something that you can kind of use in any situation, right? Something like this image right here, I would definitely cut this out, and I will use this as an embellishment. Here, let me come up close. So what I do is I get a washi tape and I go through my magazine, because you don't want to go through this magazine every day, right? So you go through the magazine, whatever catches your eye, I just put a little piece of washi tape. So this way on my next crafting item that I want to do, if I want to go through this magazine, I don't have to go through the entire magazine. I can just go through the little tabs that I create for myself. So that one is a good one right there. I have a whole bunch of images in here that I want to show you. This is another good one. See this little doggy? This is a pillow of a dog. You can very easily cut this out in a little rectangular, and you can use that as an embellishment. These are just things that are so simple, but they make a huge difference, and it can really help you if you don't have a lot of supplies handy. This is another image that I would definitely use. And then this one right here would be something that I would absolutely use. I would definitely cut this in a little square, and I would use that as an embellishment. Just giving you ideas so that you know what to look for when you see a magazine. Don't be afraid to also use these little images that have like the advertisement for books. Like this book here says tea and treats. And it's just a book that they're advertising, but because it's so small, same thing as this one right here, see that? But because it's so small, you can absolutely use these as embellishments, and it works perfect. I've used these and they're perfect. Let's see what else we have here. Don't be afraid to use frames. This magazine is showing you how lovely this frame is. This little image right here you can absolutely use for your embellishments. This is another thing here. See this little embellishment right here? Oh, this little image right here? You can cut this out and use that as an embellishment. And this is what I did with these. I actually, like for example, this is actually from a magazine right here. This is actually from a magazine. I just attached some buttons over here. I had to glue some buttons, and I used this image. Same thing with this one. This is actually from a magazine. And what I did was, again, I cut out the little image. I backed it onto a book page, and then I backed it onto a cardstock. And then I added these cute little embellishments. So you can literally use anything. As long as it's a small size, you can use it. Now, that's not to say that you cannot use a big image. If it's something that you would use, or if you're okay with using a bigger image, then that's also okay. This is another thing that I love to use as embellishments, rugs. This rug right here has a fantastic pattern. You can absolutely trim this out and create a nice embellishment out of that. Okay, so I think we have the idea about picking our embellishments. So in my magazine, what I decided to use, because I want to show you as sample how I use this, I'm going to use this image right here, which is a kind of like a, what is this, a bird or something? I don't know what kind of bird this is, but it's basically it's a bird, or like a portrait of a bird, and they're just showing you how pretty this looks in this little entry or a little section of the house. I'm going to use this bird as our embellishment, just to show you how simple it is to use images from magazine. Okay, we got that already settled. We already know what we're going to use. Let's put this on the side. Now, if you have a lot of like papers at home and you're crafty you can also use cardstock. Now, these cardstock I got, I ordered this through scrapbook.com. This is from, I don't know what collection this is. Oh, crepe paper, and it's from the collection called Oasis. I don't know which one. It's one of those like Amy Tangerines or one of those Dear Lizzie. I don't remember which one has this one, but it is just an images of little tiny postcards. This is also fantastic to use as little embellishments. I'm going to use a few of these. I already pre-cut my little postcards or post stamps, whatever you want to call them. Poster stamps. I already pre-cut them for you, and we're going to use these also to create some embellishments. So we have the magazine image, okay, right here. We have some post, like little mini post stamps right here that we're going to use. That's the second example. And I also found this one, which I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And this is, I don't know what this is, where this is from. I've never, oh, this is from K&G Company. I must have had this upstairs forever. But this is another like little postcard, little images. I'm gonna cut these out, and we're also gonna use it as part of our embellishment. I already cut some of these out for you as in advance, just to save some time. So we have 3 samples so far that we're going to use. Lily, don't take my, you're taking my vellum paper, Lily. That's not nice. Oh. Okay, now, how are we gonna put this together? You guys already watched my videos on how I pre-prep my old book pages. If you haven't seen that, I will link that at the bottom of this video. It was the very first video that the very first tutorial that I put out for you guys using book pages. It's on, I think, the tag. You already know how to do that. I have it here pre-made for myself already, pre-done already. We went through this already. We know how to do it. We backed the paper, the book paper, onto cardstock to give it some stability, and this way we can work with it and not worry about it falling apart on us. Okay, we have that already figured out, and we already know how to do that. I already have here some paper that I'm going to work with. You're also going to need some cardstock, some decorative papers, because we're going to back a lot of these images onto papers. So just get some leftover papers that you have. Doesn't really matter which one. You're not gonna really see it. It's gonna peek out a little bit, not a lot. But you know, just go through your scraps and just get some papers that catch your attention, catches your eye, and that you can definitely work around. I prefer vellum. You don't have to use vellum. I love using vellum. I think vellum is a very nice texture paper, and it gives so much character to your embellishments. Like here, I use vellum, as you can see there, on this really pretty embellishment. I backed it onto vellum. Vellum is very nice. I love using vellum. I'm gonna use this floral vellum because I'm obsessed with it, and I bought a whole bunch of it when I saw it. So I'm gonna use this kind of vellum. Okay, any other additional supplies, I will go through it as I'm working and putting together the embellishments. Okay, so let's put this on the side for now because we're not going to use the vellum right now at this particular moment. Let's build our little embellishment. What I'm going to do is, I have here my, actually, you know what, let's use this one because this is pretty big. I have here my paper that I already prepared. You're going to either use glue, either use stick, what are these, stick glue or glue stick, whatever you call it. You can use this kind of glue if you want. You can use hot glue. I like to use double-sided adhesive, but I don't have any. I ran out. I have to go get some. So I'm going to use this glue stick that's been very good to me, and I kind of like it because it's very easy to work with. If you paste something down, you can kind of move it around, and it gives you some time to like move things around. I like that. So I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my little post. Oh, let me pull you in because these are really tiny images. I'm gonna take my little little ones that I cut out, okay, and I'm just going to lay them on my book page. That's all I'm doing. Now, the purpose of this is that you lay these little tiny images onto your book pages, and you're going to create a little frame. When I say a frame, what do you mean by that? A frame? Well, we're going to basically go around and leave a gap of a little frame of the book page, and I will show you what I mean by that in a second. First, let's glue down all our little image that you find. Make sure you get those corners, because those corners kind of tend to like flip up if they're not really glued down correctly. Okay. I love making these embellishments because they're so easy, and you get rid of a lot of stuff. You're getting rid of your book pages, you're getting rid of a lot of scrapbook papers that you have, and you're using your own embellishments. When somebody gets this in the mail or in a, you know, in a layout, and you show them, you can actually say, well, you know what, I didn't buy those embellishments, I actually made them myself. And they're gonna be like, what? You gotta go make me some. And you're gonna be like, okay, I'll make you some. Okay, I got 2 more of these to go. And I'm always laying these down, giving myself room, to cut around, okay? Because I need to get, you need to give yourself room, because you're going to frame these little images onto the book page. So you need to give yourself some room. Okay, I think that's good for now. Now, let's, on this side, let's do these 2 that I cut out, and we're going to also do the magazine. Oh, hold on. And we're also going to do the magazine image. So I'm going to put this here. I'm hoping this video is going to be at least 30 minutes or less. I can't promise you, but I am trying my best to make this video less than 30 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to take our magazine little image that we found, and we're going to trim it out. Now, don't forget, in this little actual magazine page, you have these words that you can use to save for another project. You have this image that you can use and save for another project, and we're going to use this image. So already only on one page you have 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. Okay, so don't limit yourself only on one image. If you see that magazine that you are, or that page that you are working on has other little images, listen, go right ahead and save them for another project, because I mean, why would you want to throw that away when you can use them in another project? So let's trim our image. And I'm going to glue this down here, right where my where I can, because this is pretty big. So I'm gonna glue it down right there. Make sure you get those corners. And that's what you should get, guys. See? And that's what you're gonna get. So you're gonna just glue down all these images onto your book pages. And that's really the first step to doing this. After you do that, everything else will come to you naturally. Trust me when I say that. Okay, I got 10 minutes left. Let's hurry up and let's cut these images. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut these images. Okay, so I'm not gonna do all these because I'm not gonna have time. I'm gonna literally just cut this out like this. I'm gonna do these three. All right, I'm gonna do these three, and we're gonna do these two. These three as well. I'm gonna leave these three for another project or like another time. I don't have time to do so many on camera, but I want you to get the general idea, and then once you get the general idea, you guys are gonna be obsessed over these, I guarantee you. Okay, so let's trim these out. You wanna be able to leave yourself, basically what I'm doing here is, and I'm only eyeballing this, I'm not even measuring anything. I want to leave a little border showing my book page. See that? That's all I want to do. So just go around, get it, be as neat as possible, and leave yourself a little border so that the book pages kind of peek out. See that? And that's what you're going to create. See how the image is in the center and then it kind of peeks out. That already looks like a really cute, adorable embellishment. That's one. Let's do this one. Now, if you want to make your borders thicker, go right ahead. If you want to make them thinner, go right ahead. It is your choice. See that? Okay, very good. We got this one that we're gonna do. And again, I am not measuring anything. I am eyeballing everything because I hate to measure. There goes another one. Let's do this one. And this is why it's so important for you to create your base first, which is prepping your book pages. It's important for you to do that because that gives you stability to work on anything on those book pages because they're so sturdy. Okay, what's that? This is the image. This is the one I really love. And there you have it. See that? It's a little wonky over here. Okay, see that? Beautiful, right? Perfect. Now is the fun part. So we have this one, we have these right here, and we have these right here that we're going to create little embellishments out of. So simple, easy. Take out your extra scrap paper that you decided to use, lay them down, and make another border. So you're making a border on top of a border is what you're basically doing. And basically just trim it out. Same concept. Trim out, make yourself a really adorable little border. And what you're going to use to attach this are simple. You can use either this kind of glue. I like mine to be very like, I don't know, look kind of like different. So I like to use this stapler that comes with a whole bunch of different colors of staples. You can get this at Michael's. I love using it because it gives my little embellishment such a fun look. So what I do is I usually attach a little staple in one corner, and then I attach it on the other corner. And that's basically how I create my little embellishment. This is one embellishment done already. Now, if you don't have this, use regular stapler. If you don't have the ones that have different colors, then don't worry about it. You can also use your mini attacher if you want. It's really up to you. So this is already something that I would definitely use in like a flip bag or anything. It's just a really cute, adorable little embellishment. I love it, right? So adorable. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is on the next one, we're going to use vellum because I wanna show you how I did this one. See? This is only used with vellum, the image, and the old book pages. So here we have this one. You're gonna take a little piece of vellum paper, whatever paper you have, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're going to measure it and you're going to make sure you leave a trim around it. See that? You can staple it or you can hot glue it if you want. I love the staple look, so I'm gonna staple it. Again, boom, you have another adorable little embellishment created from nothing. 2 embellishments done. I love this so much. Okay, this one we're going to use glitter, right? Because we love glitter. Glitter is fun. Take another, whatever scrap paper you have, do the same thing. We're going to back it against each other. You're going to leave a little border. You're going to use your staple or whatever you have to attach your little embellishment. Again, I'm using my staple because I love it. And now to this one, we're going to give it a little bit of more pizzazz. Have a little bowl in the side of the little corner where you're working. Have yourself a little bit of some room to work. Get a coffee filter, add it into your bowl. Get yourself whatever glitter you want to use. I'm using this glitter that I got at Michael's. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Take some glue. I do this the hard way, okay? That's just me. I put glue on my finger. And I like to just go around my little image with the glue that I have in my finger. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it like that. You can obviously use a paintbrush if you want. You can even use the spongy part of this glue. Listen. It makes it easier for me to do it this way. It's a little bit messy, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind. So you're going to do all 4 corners. All 4 corners. Make sure you have enough on all the corners. You're going to dump some glitter in here. Now you can dump it onto your image if you want. or you can dump it onto the filter. I like to dump it into the filter. I don't know. To me, it makes it easier. And you're just going to dump this in here, each corner by corner. This is one corner. This is another corner. This is another corner. And this is another corner. Then you're going to shake off the excess. And you're going to let this dry about 5-10 minutes. And then once you're done, you're going to get a super adorable embellishment like that. Look how cute this embellishment looks. Similar to this one. See that? Similar to this one. How adorable and cute is that, guys? Beautiful, right? Okay, let me do one more. I'm already past my 30 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do one more, which is the magazine. I want to do the magazine because this is very important. Because if we don't have none of these papers at home, I want you to go through the magazines and do your magazine. Don't get yourself and feel yourself like you're limited. Do the magazine. Okay, let's do the magazine with vellum. Yes, because I love vellum. I love vellum. I have here more vellum. And this is the one that we just did, the magazine one. Okay, I'm going to add it to my vellum paper. And I'm just going to basically measure. Okay, so let's go back here and let's measure this correctly because I think, no, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, no, it's actually pretty good. So this is pretty okay. I love this. Yeah, this works perfect. Okay, this one I'm going to do a staple on this side. I'm going to do a staple on this side. And I'm going to do something different with this one. So I can show you how you can use so many things. And you can literally just whatever, like things you have at home, put them together and you can use them. I have here some pieces of ribbon that I have left over from a project. I have here some twine. I made a little bow of twine right there. And then I have some of these leftover pieces of like ribbons. I'm gonna take a piece of ribbon. And let's take this one also. And let's take this gold. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna layer these ribbons together, forming like a little bundle of joy. Just like that. You're going to attach this ribbon to the corner of your embellishment with your staple. For this one, I'm going to use my mini stapler, which is this one. Just give it a nice little, give it 2, just to give it some reinforcement. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little bow that I created with some of this twine that I have left over. And I'm going to add that little bow right where the embellishment, where the little mini attacher is with my hot glue. And there you have it. And there you have it. Look how cute this little embellishment turned out. You can actually even use this in like a card. You can add it in a card. Look at the glitter in my hand. You can add it in a card. You can add it in a layout. You can add it in your junk journal, your traveling journal. So many things, guys. You can do so many things with these little embellishments. So I want you guys to think outside the box. I don't want you guys to feel because you don't have all these like fancy and lovely die cuts from like Maggie Holmes and Amy Tangerine and crepe paper. I don't want you to feel like you cannot craft. You could craft. You have all these supplies right around yourself. If you look really, really well, you can do it. Look how easy this was with only this lovely, adorable magazine image. So, the moral of this story is craft, craft, craft. I always say, where there's a will, there's a way. And there you have it, guys. That is how you create these absolutely adorable little tiny embellishments, or big in this case, for your little crafting projects. I hope you guys like this video. I'm so sorry it went over 30 minutes, but I think that this video is going to help a lot of people who is looking to create some little embellishments and looking to make their life a little easier. Or if you can't really get to a crafting store, create your own. Okay, honeys? I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think about this embellishment. Will you do this? Will you actually do something like this? And if you do, let me know. Post an Instagram pic in Instagram and make sure you tag me. I would love to see how your magazine images that turns into little embellishments turns out. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you for my new scrubbies. Thank you for my returning scrubbies. I love you all. Please be safe, and I will see you on my next video. By the way, we're going to do a tag video using these little embellishments, okay? A different tag, not the same as the one that we did before. This is gonna be a circle tag, so that's gonna be fun. So make sure you stay tuned. Love you. Make sure you subscribe. Have a fantastic weekend.